Southeast traditional rulers, bishops demand Nnamdi Kanu's immediate release. The Igbo leaders decried the government's disrespect to orders of the court, warning that Buhari's continuous detention would be detrimental to the peace of the country. Oh my God, do you think they care? They don't care. They don't care whether the citizens are happy or not. This is the same President Muhammadu Buhari told Igbo leaders who approached him to release IPOB leader in 2021. He told them, and even in this 2022, he still repeated that in Ebonyi State, that he's not going to interfere in judiciary matters. So what is he doing now? People are now asking him, release this man, when the court have already said he's discharged and acquitted. The government can't look for one thing or the other because they don't want him to be released. It's not very clear that they would have killed this man if they had the opportunity. What was just keeping the IPOB leader is because all eyes is just in this issue. Now it make the matter tire them. It diverts them. You understand? They were unable to accomplish, their mission. If you have a personal issue with this man, then let Nigerians know. We are now a laughing stock before the international communities. A OAGF and the General of the Federation cannot interpret a simple law. We were not even know anything about the law. We know say extraordinary rendition a serious matter. President Muhammadu Buhari is being misled by these people. They keep on making mistakes upon mistakes, right from the day they invaded his house in Afaruku. All that is just they wanted to kill him. They will tell us Nigeria is one. Are we actually one or we are pretending? Anyway, guys, let's get straight to the news and get the full details. But before then, if you are here for the first time, kindly subscribe to this channel and don't forget to give us a thumbs up. Thank you. The Southeastern Council of Traditional Rulers and Representatives of the Igbo archbishops and bishops have demanded the immediate release of the detained leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB Nnamdi Kanu. The Igbo leaders decried the government's disrespect to orders of the court, warning that Buhari's continuous detention will be detrimental to the peace of the country. Sahara reporters had reported that the Court of Appeal, Abuja Division, had last Thursday quashed the remaining 7-count charge, bordering on treason and terrorism and treasonable felony preferred against the IPOB leader. The 3-man panel, led by Justice Anutu Sankey, in his judgment, held that the federal High Court lacks the jurisdiction to try Nnamdi Kanu on the grounds of his rendition to Nigeria, which violates the protocol on extradition and the OAU Convention. Subsequently discharged him. But in swift reaction, the Attorney General of the Federation and Minister of Justice, Abubakar Malami, claimed that he was only discharged and not acquitted, insisting that Kanu still had a case to answer and had since refused to obey the judgment and release. Subsequently, the National Security Council agreed with Malami and advised that Nnamdi Kanu remains behind bars. But the Igbo traditional rulers and spiritual leaders' statements jointly faulted the position of the federal government, adding that the government cannot choose court orders to obey or not to obey. Exactly. The statement was signed by the chairman of the Traditional Rulers Council, His Majesty Obi Achibe Anambra, His Majesty Igwe Agubuzo Enugu, Most Reverend Dr. Chibuzo, Methodist Archbishop of Umuahia, Most Reverend Dr. Okeke, Catholic Archbishop of Onitsha. According to the leaders, the appeal court judgment on Nnamdi Kanu presented a timely and unprecedented opportunity to overcome the challenge of trust that has obstructed the path to peace and opens the window to winning the hearts and minds of the people. We note the opinion emanating from the United Nations Working Group on Arbitrary Detention regarding the ongoing legal action instituted by the federal government of Nigeria against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, which was issued on July 20, 2022. Among many recommendations or requests made to the federal government, the opinion called for the immediate and unconditional release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, who has been in detention for over 1 year following his rendition from Kenya in June 2021. They maintain that in the recent past, the joint body, the traditional and clergy, has undertaken extensive and intensive behind the scenes consultations with all stakeholders to broker a permanent, regionally coordinated restoration of the Southeast to the status as the most peaceful and progressive subnational zone in Nigeria. The body has been consistent and persistent in its call for all stakeholders not to relent in the pursuit of peace building and the resolution of security challenges in the Southeast based on justice, equity, fairness, love, mutual understanding, and respect of all persons. Continuing, the Igbo leaders demanded unconditional release of Kanu by the federal government to douse the current tension across the Southeast and create an atmosphere for collaboration towards a constructive resolution of the interests, stressing we are confident that all Nigerians will rise to the sermons of the history and act with courage, conviction, and integrity. So guys, you've all heard it now. Let's